All right. Hello. Welcome to my live stream. This is the very first live stream that I stream on YouTube, so please let me know if everything works, if you can hear me. Where are you from? Please let me know in the chat. So I see Princess Cat. Let's go. Thank you. Joe Blow. Yo. And Cheryl. Welcome. Hello everyone. Perfect. The audio is loud and clear. I really hope my English isn't too broken today. So let's see. I wish you a very nice evening from my side. Let me know where you are from. So Vancouver. Awesome. I'm super excited because today I got my package delivered. I directly ordered my Arduino Uno Q from Arduino. So I got this package here and it's time to unbox this thing together. And before we do, let's quickly talk about what's the plan for today. So let's go here. So what's the plan for today? I will unbox this box here and give you my first impression, and then we will try to program it using Arduino IDE, because as you may know, a lot of technology, now you can see me, great. With the new board there are a lot of new features, so a lot has changed, and let's see if it works as smooth as all the other boards. So I would expect I just plug it in, I start up my Arduino IDE, and I should be able to program it like, you know, like my Uno R3 or R4. That would be awesome if it works like that. So then there is a brand new application. There is the Arduino App Lab. That is brand new and I couldn't try it. I downloaded, I installed it, but it's asking me to connect to my Arduino Uno Q, so I can't show you anything right now. So I'm super excited to see this. And yeah, then we will test the single board computer mode, because as you may know, the new Arduino works like a Raspberry Pi in a way. You can connect it to your monitor, you can connect it to mouse and keyboard, and it works as a full-fledged Linux PC. So you have this Linux UI, you can program it directly inside of this UI. It's completely crazy, yeah. So I'm looking forward to test this, and then I will try to connect a webcam, and yeah, maybe we can have some Q&A in the end. So if you have some questions, then please let me know in the chat. And yeah, I wish everyone a great time, and let's unbox this thing. I'm super excited. So let's take a look. Yeah, before we open the box, this is not an influencer special package or something. I just ordered it directly at Arduino, so they didn't pay me. I paid them, yeah. And so this is exactly what you get. So, all right, let's have a look here. So yeah, there's not much stuff inside, of course. This is what it looks like. So let's throw away this box. The Arduino Q. I will activate my second camera here. All right, so it looks like all the other boards. Awesome packaging as always. Arduino knows what they're doing. And so yeah, let's open this up without destroying it. Let's see. How should we open this? Let's take this. All right, so what have we here? An ESD bag, that's nice. Good protection. I can't remember if the old Arduinos are also shipped in ESD bags. So yeah, this stuff is very advanced and I guess very sensitive to ESD. So it's a good idea to wrap it in ESD protection. Let me know if the old boards were also ESD protected. I can't remember. All right. So let's take a look at this. Camera 6. So there's a lot of new stuff on this board. I hope my camera focus. Yes. Okay. Camera focus. Great. There's a lot of new stuff on this board. So this right here is the new processor on the board. It's a quad-core CPU, completely crazy, running Linux. This right here is the RAM that is very closely tied, of course, to this processor here. And on the other side, you have the flash memory. In this case, I have the smaller model. Oh, and my autofocus is going crazy. Great. And this right here is the new microcontroller. So this is our STM microcontroller. That runs on 3.3 volts. Yeah. So no more 5 volts. We have new connectors here. 2 new connectors. These are high-speed interfaces. So you can connect to new, it's not called Shield. I think it's called Modolino or something. Let me know in the chat if you know. And yeah, Cheryl wrote that he doesn't think that they had ESD protection in the past, and I don't think so. And actually, I never killed an Arduino in the past with ESD, so maybe this will be the first one. Let's see. Yeah, it's completely crazy. We have super tiny components here. These are SMD components, I guess. 0201 footprint or something, so completely crazy. You're unable to solder this yourself without a special soldering equipment. And yeah, I can't solder it for sure with this one. It's not possible. All right, so this is what it looks like. So basically everything is new. The only thing that is still the same is the headers. Yeah. We have our analog inputs, our power connectors, and our digital inputs. They stay exactly the same. So we can connect it to shields, but be careful with shields because some of them require 5 volts I/O. So if the shield is not compatible to 3.3 volts, yeah, you will have a bad time. Right. So I would say let's try to connect this to the Arduino IDE and see if it works. All right. So I prepared 2 USB-C cables. This USB-C cable, and yeah, I also got this. Thank you for choosing an Arduino board. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're welcome. Good. This Arduino can be connected using USB-C, and I prepared a USB-C cable that only allows USB 2.0. So the old standard. There are, I think, three cables inside of this cable, so 3 wires inside of this cable. Let's connect it and see if it works. So if we switch to the Mac. Interesting. Usually I get a pop-up that I connected something new. I didn't get this pop-up, so maybe it's broken. I don't know. Let's see. If we switch here. This looks pretty awesome, I have to say. So this is pretty cool. I guess this is Linux booting. I don't know. Ooh. This looks nice. All right, let's see if the MacBook already detected it. So Arduino Uno Q. Unbelievable. Yeah, of course you have to install it. So I already installed it. You have to go to your board manager and find Uno Q. And yeah, you have to install this package because otherwise it can't compile the code for the Arduino Q, of course. And it also comes with examples. So in my case, I already installed it, and here are all of the examples. And this looks good. We have the LED matrix, stuff like that. And also one thing that is very interesting, I'm not sure if we can go into this today, is the RPC stuff. So where you have two scripts that run in parallel, basically. So you have your Linux computer running, and this one is interfacing the STM microcontroller. And so you have the full power combined with the real-time equipment and real-time requirement of the STM microcontroller. So this would be great. Yeah. All right. So this looks great. And it's interesting though that my MacBook didn't ask me, because usually it asks me, because I'm pretty sure, or I am sure, that we can emulate keyboard, for example, keyboard or mouse. So this could be a perfect attack, you know, like a rubber ducky, if you know what I mean. This is pretty bad, but okay. Arduino Uno Q. Let's pick Arduino Uno Q and let's try to flash something very simple here. Let's try a simple blink and see if it compiles and works as expected. Because this is what I expect from an Arduino board, right? I would like to plug it in, I would like to flash it, and then it should work. So, did it work? Doesn't look too good. No. Sorry for the small UI. I hope you see something. I will try again. So shutdown command invoked. Yeah, I'm not sure if it worked. Let's just try. I see no LED blinking, so maybe they removed the LED from pin 13. That would be a tragedy. But let's see. So interesting. Nothing is blinking. LED built in. Let's manually set it to 13. Who knows? And see if it blinks. I'm not sure if it really uploads. I will try a different cable. Maybe it's that funky cable, as you said. Okay, I still got no message, but we can take a look at the detailed output here of the compilation and of the upload. So maybe that helps. Let's upload. Is the wiring correct? I hope so. Should be correct. So what am I missing? Compile it for Arduino Q. It detects my Arduino Uno Q and then I try to upload and it doesn't work. Great. Maybe you have to press the shutdown button. But it says done uploading. Maybe it's just not bright enough because it's 3.3 volts. Ah, this is already starting great. Awesome. All right. We'll get my oscilloscope and then we see what is going on here. If you have some ideas how to fix this, let me know in the chat, because this is really embarrassing if if this doesn't work. But pin mode 13 output, I mean, there's not much you can do wrong here. Yeah. All right, let's get some power here. Maybe there's a Q-specific demo that you can try. Yeah, I will look into this. Thanks for... There's nothing. Oh, maybe here? No. Let's see if the oscilloscope works. This thing is also broken. Okay, so I think, yeah, now we get a signal. Test signal is okay. Let's connect it to the Arduino and see if it works. There is no signal, no. Nothing. Okay. That's already starting great. Use a manual. Turn it off. All right. So I really have to read the manual then. I really try to avoid that. I think if you have to read the manual of an Arduino, then it's a bad Arduino, but let's see. So power the board, install Arduino App Lab. Yeah, I don't want to use Arduino App Lab. I would be interested if Arduino IDE still works. We will get to the App Lab later, but okay, they're using the App Lab. Yeah, I guess I will give it a try to see if the hardware is working, but this is really sad. Let's see if we can get the blinking LED working with this new App Lab. That would be awesome. All right, so let's take a look at the Arduino App Lab. So it found my Arduino Uno Q, that's good. Okay, it needs to connect to the Wi-Fi, that's interesting. Read the fucking manual. Yeah. Thank you. All right, I will quickly connect it to our Wi-Fi. So let's disable the screen for now. All right, I'm back. Let's take a look at this. Oh no. It's now checking for updates. You know, usually you use an Arduino when you want to get something done, and then you just connect it, flash it, and it just works. And now an update is required. May take up to 15 minutes to create. Okay, now it's 5 minutes, so great. In the meantime, let's take a look at these examples here. So yeah, as I already mentioned, it is possible to use it in single board computer mode. So you connect a USB-C hub, and you need to connect a powered USB-C hub, of course, because it needs to get power from somewhere. And then you also connect your keyboard and your mouse, and then you can boot into the Linux UI and program it there, or you connect it to your Mac or PC or Linux. Yeah. And here is an example of how you can draw an image. Great. Error applying update. An error occurred while applying updates. Please reload the application and try again. And these are the logs. These are the logs. Can copy the logs. Okay, amazing. So I will reload the application and try again. Okay, that's a good sign. It's connected to the network and to USB. So let's connect using USB. Ah, you can't see me. But this is really sad. So I really hoped I could show you more. Update is starting, that's good. So I will quickly check the comments. Now it's updating, that's good. Yeah, exactly. You'd think if there is a board in the board manager for the IDE, it would work out of the box. That's what I assumed. So that's how it should work, I guess. But maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not sure. So you're wondering what the SBC power is like compared to the Pi 3B plus. I guess they should be comparable in terms of power. By the way, is this thing getting hot? I mean, it's not doing much right now. It's installing updates. It's not really getting hot. Yeah. Early adopters get runaround, that's true. That's what happens if you order something new. So, update complete. That's great. But yeah, as I already mentioned, usually I love Arduino because it just works. That's what it does, or that's what it did. Yeah, you basically you take your Arduino, you connect it, and then you flash your code, and it just works. And sometimes you have connection issues, sure. Error applying the update, great. All right, so yeah, this is my first impression. Let's quickly jump to the Q&A. Please let me know your questions in the chat. Is there something that I should try? Does that mean, okay. What is the thing saying that no hypervisor thing needs to be restarted? Does that mean that thing runs a hypervisor too? Probably. Targeting the MCU, not the MPU in the IDE. Look, there is just... no, there are two targets now. There is the Wi-Fi, because now I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, so we could also try this. But this is directly USB, and there is only one target, so it should be the microcontroller. But let's try if it works. Password. Interesting. Yeah, I guess you have to set a password in the GUI. So, any reason I would want the 4 GB RAM over the 2 GB? I see no reason why I would want this board at all, to be fair. Right now, I see no reason. This is really bad. So I would wait a few months, and then let's see if it works reliably then. Let's hope so. But this is really embarrassing. I don't know, but maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. So what else could we try? Yeah, let's do the final test. Let's connect it to the monitor. Let's see what the Linux look like and try to program it inside of Linux, right? We have three options. We can directly program it using Arduino IDE. We can program it using this new Arduino App Lab. And then we can also directly connect a monitor and boot into Linux. So let's try this last option, because the first two obviously failed. Maybe the last one works. All right, so let's switch back to my desk for now. I don't know if I need to shut down this board properly, because I didn't read the manual. But I read that I need to press it for 5 seconds and then it should stop the Linux computer. But I'm not sure if that's good for the Linux, if that's any better than just unplugging it, I don't know. And now it's rebooting, so yeah, I will just remove it and hope for the best. By the way, I killed a Linux PC by unplugging it, so you have to be careful with the file system. You can destroy your file system, and maybe Arduino has something in place that prevents this, but I'm not too sure. To be honest. All right, so I connect my USB-C hub here, and this is a powered USB-C hub, so I need to get power from my MacBook Air here, and it boots great. And now we should see something on HDMI. Let's see. I will switch to, oh yes, there is something is starting here. That's good. Ooh, we have a mouse. You're required to change the password immediately. Okay, I guess I have to read the manual. So what is the password? If you know, please let me know in the chat. What is the password? How should I know the password? Is it Arduino? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know. Because this is some weird example. Network mode, I'm a single board computer. Okay. So we connect everything. Yeah, and regarding your question, if you should get the 2 GB or the 4 GB variant, there is, wait, I will quickly switch. Yeah, there is, the 4 GB variant is recommended for a smooth single board computer experience. So yeah, whatever that means, we will see. Maybe you don't need to enter a password there, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, first we need to connect the keyboard, and my wife just gave me the password. It should be new password. That's awesome. New password. Oh, retype new password. Password. Okay. Why do I have to retype new password? Oh, whatever. I guess it is my new password, right? It is. That is now my new password. Okay, whatever. It worked. That's great. Okay. So, I hope you are as excited as I am. I am super excited. One thing I'm not excited about is the reception here, because the Wi-Fi exception is pretty bad. But this thing has an onboard antenna, so I wouldn't expect great Wi-Fi reception. But as you can see here, this is the antenna right here. It's part of the PCB, yeah. So that explains something. Okay. Yeah, I have an English keyboard because I really tried to find the same keyboard that Arduino uses on their website, but I couldn't find one that looks exactly the same, because this is a special keyboard that they use. I have different keys on my keyboard, I have to say, but it should work just fine. I have the English US keyboard and I keep the board name. Exactly, a 4 GB RAM version is not out yet, so you have to wait. Okay, so I have to enter a new password, so let's use new password again. Yeah, because who knows how I could ever connect. Again. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So this is great. So as you can see, this is just an app here on my Linux desktop. We have all sorts of applications. Can run a program. We can go into the terminal here. So I am Arduino. Let's take a look at the processes that are running. Great. Looks like your typical Linux would look like. You can also go into the file system. So there is a nice file browser. You can go there. Great. File system. Yeah. Looks exactly as you would expect it on a Raspberry Pi. Yeah. So the UI is a little bit different than on Raspberry Pi, but looks good to me. All right. So I have to watch carefully because my monitor is very far away, but I will manage. My apps. I have my apps and I have no apps yet. Okay, I would like to blink the LED. So let's create a new app. Blink. New. Okay, what is this? We have I can write a README. Okay, nice. We have a Python. That stuff is running on our processor, so in this Linux environment. And then we have our sketch that runs on the STM32, if we manage to upload it. That's a big if. Can't write anything here. This is interesting. So it's not possible to type anything. XFCE. Yes, I think it's XFCE. I think it's the most lightweight GUI that you can get, and they absolutely need it. All right. So it's weird because we have this main.py, but we can't change the code. Okay, whatever. I will go back and use some examples. Blink LED. Hey, blink LED. Blink toggles the onboard LED state every second. It shows basic LED control using router bridge communication between Python and Arduino. Yeah, that's advanced stuff, because for blinking an LED you don't really need the router bridge between Python and Arduino. So this is a great example that shows you how this advanced stuff works, but it's not really. Is there supposed to be code inside of this? I guess. So Arduino docs shows the Arduino Uno Q features a built-in Debian Linux. Yes. Exactly like Raspberry Pi does, because Raspberry OS is Debian. So I can't read code for some weird reason. I guess that we need to install updates or something. So let's try sudo apt update new password. Should have called it 123. The readme is busted, exactly. Upgrade. But I guess that's what happened before. Successfully, hopefully. So the readme is busted. I can't access my code here. Read only code. Create your own app. Yeah, I mean, that's what I tried. I can't even read this code here. So it is read only, but I can't see anything. It's awesome. Ah, there are updates. Okay. Yes, I would like to install them. So let's see if that helps. I will close this busted app for now. Let's try the web browser, right? Let's try the web browser. Let's see if we can go to arduino.cc. Accept, of course. I mean, it's Arduino, so what should go wrong? Okay, I mean, this works. This looks good. It's not the smoothest experience, but it's not too bad. Will YouTube work? Can we watch the live stream here? That would be amazing. We can't even open. From Blink to Think. Let's start with Blink Arduino. True. I mean, yeah, it's not really fair because it's working hard on the update now. So I accept everything. Yes, I do accept. Come on, please. Yeah, so maybe you should get the 4 GB version if you want to watch YouTube videos. Probably you should. Especially if you install updates at the same time. Try to search, yes. Let's check if it's too much for it. It's too much. Live stream. Inception incoming. Let's get the views up. I guess the ad is yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, I think this is too much. But it's very brave. Let's see. So, from blank to think. I mean, I think you can install Docker. Why shouldn't it work? I think it should work, but I think now I have the stream inside of the stream. It's awesome. Okay, but I will close. It works. It works. Let's close it. So it should. I think Docker should work, but you don't have much random access memory, so it will be very funny. All right. So what else do we have here? We have emails. Yeah, we can send emails. Great. We have settings, but these are the default settings. Accessories. Arduino App Lab. Yeah. I think there isn't much going on here. So XFCE. Yeah. So we have a browser, we have our Arduino App Lab. It's very basic, but that's fine. If it works, if it would work, then it would be fine. Application Finder. What is an application finder? Okay, interesting. Good. Will it run Doom? Yeah, I think it should work. It should run Doom. You have to compile it, probably, but it should run Doom. If it can play a YouTube live stream, then it should be able to run Doom. How is the MCU connected? Serial, USB, or something different? That's a very interesting question. And that brings me to something that I'm very sad about, because if we go back to this website here, if you go to the Arduino website and go to the product, Arduino Uno Q, okay, it's the same website. If you go to the documentation here, then you got the design files. So you could check it in, usually they came in Eagle format back then. So with R3, they gave us all the Eagle files and we could manipulate them and create new versions and add stuff, and it was awesome. And with R4 they switched to Altium, which I don't have, but at least I could view it. So there is an Altium online viewer where you could actually upload the Arduino design files, and then you look at the schematic in combination with the layout, and you click something and you see it, and that worked too. And technically you could, if you have Altium, you could add your own features and create a new product. But with UnoQ, they say they give us the CAD files, but it's not really the CAD files. This is Gerber files. So you can order this PCB here. Awesome. You can order this empty PCB, and then you will have a lot of fun with this empty PCB. But yeah, you can download the PDF schematic. Great. A lot of pages here. Of course, because it's a very complicated product, but it would be very interesting to get this design files. Of course, they don't have to give it to us, but yeah, it would be great. Would be a great learning, because I think no one at this point, no one can really copy this design. That's not really possible, because they have this cooperation with Qualcomm. Corporation, they got bought, basically got bought by Qualcomm, and so it's very hard for anyone to enter the market with copying the design. Yeah, so it's sad. I would really like to dive deep into the CAD files, but it looks like it's not possible. Yeah. All right. So it looks like the update is complete. Okay. All right, let's give it a last try. Maybe the Arduino App Lab now works. I doubt it. Well, let's see. Arduino App Lab. Okay, let's create a new app. There's my Blink app. Nope, still not working. Okay, this is very sad because we prepared something great, but yeah, I will have to show you another time. So yeah, if you have any more questions, please feel free to answer, but I think this is it for today, because there isn't much I can do at this point. It's really sad. I think Arduino has some work to do. Reboot. yeah, okay, fair point. Yeah, let's reboot. Maybe that helps. Yeah, we can try to see if Docker is installed. Is it as fast as a Raspberry Pi? No, it's not. So if you want something fast, buy the latest Raspberry Pi, but this is nowhere close, I think. But we should do some testing, some benchmarking. Would be interesting. New password. Sudo apt install nsnake. What is nsnake? Please work. No, it's still broken. There's code. There's code. I mean, some things are still broken, but there is code. Can we get the blink? Can we get the blink? Sketch. You know. No. Okay. No. Maybe we have to wait a little bit for the code to load. Yes, Docker is installed. Interesting. But no container is running. No Docker container is running. So I really hope this live stream was a little bit interesting and fun for you. I think this is it for now, unfortunately. I really hope that they fix these issues, and then we can dive into this thing, because it has a lot of potential. But yeah, in its current state, it's not possible to program it using the Arduino IDE. It's not possible to program it using the new app, and also not in the Raspberry Pi mode. Yeah, so, all right. I would end this stream on this note. So thank you very much for joining in today. Let me know if this was fun and interesting, and have a nice evening or day wherever you are. See you in the next video.